back to another episode of Confessions of Wifey I. This episode is, all the episodes are special to me, but this one is very close to my heart because I'm introducing one of my best friends' clothing line, smnthachrstne, and we are going to talk about fashion, streetwear, but it's not streetwear. So you're going to see her style to see if you really like it, which everything is super, super nice and cool. But I hope you guys enjoyed this new episode. Sam, I can't believe we're here.
I know.
We're actually doing this episode.
I'm excited.
With smnthachrstne. You guys, I'm wearing smnthachrstne. Look at this. A little peep. We'll see. You guys will see. You guys will see later. Explain to our wifeys a little bit about yourself and how this clothing line was created in your mind. Like, what was your inspiration behind smnthachrstne? But mostly, who are you in sense of who is Samantha? Just give us a little preview.
I am from Arizona, and I have an amazing family that has shown me, like the world and different things like that. So I like to take a lot of that into part with smnthachrstne. I enjoy like music and art, and I like the earth and nature.
She's very earthy, you guys.
So that's why like a lot of it is like very earthy, like the greens, it pulls like out of the darkness. So.
I love the green.
Thank
you. The greens are just like amazing. Like, oh my God, it's beautiful.
Yeah.
What was your inspiration behind this clothing line? I know there's going to be more, but this is your baby. So
yes.
What was the inspiration that you were like, I want to do a clothing line and this is why?
It was actually my dad. So I wear a lot of men's clothing. My dad's, I steal all of his clothing. So it was just like how I like the clothes to fit on me. And like I come to New York very often. And so it was just like the vibes that I like in New York. Like every piece is like a simple piece that you can wear all the time forever.
Okay.
So that was like they're literally like iconic pieces.
Yeah. You could just mismatch them and like you do a bomber and then leggings or jeans.
Exactly.
And then you do a hoodie with a little shirt and like wear even as a dress because now that's a style, but you could just play with it, so it's fun. So that was like your first like, I need to do something that people would just like play with it and not forget the pieces in their closet.
Yeah, and like each piece is very special to me because they're pieces that I wear regularly. Like everyone knows that I always wear flannels.
Funny story, when I met her, it was summer and it was 98 degrees and we were in a bar and she had a flannel and I was like, girl, aren't you hot? She was like, I love my flannels. So when I saw the collection, I was like, okay, this makes sense. This is smnthachrstne.
Yeah, I have flannels in every color. So like the flannels are very special to me. Like the bombers, they're all like iconic pieces that I feel like you can put with any type of outfit.
Yeah, and the material is like so rich.
Thank you.
It's just I'm gonna take some pictures. You don't know, but yeah,
very high quality. It took me a really long time to find this. So.
It looks like you make this collection to be worn in New York, not LA, because you're based in LA.
Yes.
And you love New York.
I love New York.
So like the whole collection looks like it's like for New York City.
It is. So like that's why I got like my inspiration like from my father in New York. So you can wear the pieces anywhere. Like the weights are very like in between.
Okay.
But they are suited for like winter attire.
Okay. Who is your muse? I know that you say your dad.
Yes.
Tell us a little bit about Mr. Lopez. How and who is Mr. Lopez?
You're gonna make me cry.
Because he's the inspiration for like this amazing garments. Like.
Oh, you're gonna make me.
No, don't cry. Just.
You gotta cut this. So my dad is the most amazing person on earth. He's my favorite person ever. He's like so cool to me. Like he does everything that you can imagine, and he's like so supportive.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
That's
cry
good to have.
again.
Don't cry. Don't cry. Don't cry.
He's so supportive, and like he allowed me to do like whatever I wanted. Helped me because at times I'd be like, okay, I don't like that.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
like it's what I like. But then I see what he sees, you know. So he's like the most amazing man to me. I love him so much.
That's beautiful, and that makes a lot of sense because you do need a support system when it comes like for the fashion world. The fashion world could be so cruel, but then it could be a place that's so beautiful and you can express yourself through clothing. It's like weird. It's like, well, life. It's basically how life is. Not a sneakerhead, like you like sneakers, but you're mostly into fashion.
Yeah.
So you're like a fashion wifey.
Yeah.
What part was the most exciting for you while you were creating your own clothing line?
Honestly, it was learning. It was like a huge learning experience for me.
So what advice will you give to someone that wants to create their own clothing line? That I mean, you created these beautiful garments. I know that you must have learned, you know, a lot of like valuable lessons.
I would say that I'm still learning a lot.
Okay.
But like initially, like the biggest thing is like doing research and like learning things yourself, because you're gonna have lots of questions, and depending on the person that you ask the questions, it may or may not be right.
Like who wants to help you?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I would say like do your research and like know exactly what you want. And like if you want to create this piece and you're telling this person and they're telling you you can't do it, then that's not the person for you, that you need to move on and find someone to do it.
Yeah, I think, but it's normally like that when you're trying to create something. Like, me personally, when I started doing this, someone told me, oh, you should definitely not call it wifey because you're not a wifey. And I was like, that's even more. Now I'm going to call it wifey. I don't care if I'm not. There's always people that will not try to, like, for any solution, they'll find a problem, how they say.
Yeah, they're kind of like reflecting their fears onto you.
Exactly.
And so I just feel like you have to like stay true to yourself and like know what you want, and like just continue to try until you eventually get exactly what you want.
Yeah, you heard it, guys. And of course, our final question that I always ask my wifeys, as I always explain, you don't have to be a wife of someone to be a wifey. I think we are all wifeys internally inside, and we're our girlfriend's wifeys. Like, who you call the first time you have like an issue, like you call your friends or your best friend. And it's like that's how I see it. Now being from another, perspective, what will you confess to your younger self? Something that you know now that you did not know before, that you have learned in your journey.
I would say to my younger self,
5-year-old Samantha, thinking about Smnthachrstne in the future.
I would probably say to literally like do what I want, because I feel like I always do what I want, but during this process I would like take opinions. And like opinions are great, but like the only opinion that matters is mine,
your own.
And my dad. And so
wifeys, you heard it here. Do what you want and don't stop. Just keep moving. Just keep moving forward. Sam, thank you so much for doing this quick interview, but very interesting. You guys, we're gonna show you now the collection of Smnthachrstne. Thank you so much. I hope you guys really liked this interview. It was really personal for me. See you next time. Sam, which one is your favorite out of all that you would like wear if they tell you like pick one only?
I would probably say, the flannel.
Oh, it's just so gorgeous.
I love it.
I love how it falls in the back.
Yeah, like I love the flannel, like the pocket detail.
My favorite has to be the gray ones because of like the long emerald green on the side.
On the side.
Oh, it's just gorgeous. Look at this.
Yeah, like match the bomber. So this is like a very durable, you know, bouncy, long sleeve. It's embroidered with Samantha Christine. I actually drew this myself. For this one we have the regular Samantha Christine. This is actually reflective, so the collection is like bringing light to darkness. So that's why you see, you know, it's a very dark collection, but that's why you see the greens, and that's why you see like this, for example.
That's my favorite.
This has reflective piping in it, so it's very, you know, there's light in every piece of clothing. The bottom feathers are ostrich feathers. I just wanted, you know, a lot of quality. I'm all about the quality. The quality. So,